Hey guys, it's Rachel from the Little Ring Lamp, and today is my July wrap-up and August TBR. Typically I don't do this in two videos, but my TBR is going to be shorter because I want to do a booktubeathon TBR, and I didn't want to have to post 4 videos this weekend. I'd rather just, post one each day so it doesn't get too crazy. I'm going to be going through this pretty fast because I don't want this to be a super long video. But first off, I read Losing Hope by Colleen Hoover. This is the first book I read. I was in quite a reading slump in July and only managed to read 4 books. But on my reading challenge for Goodreads, my Goodreads one didn't count my rereads, but I've been keeping track of it myself, and I have 8 books left to read for the rest of the year. So I read this one. It took me quite a long time because of my reading slump. I'm almost over it. Like, I have a little bit of it left, but it's pretty much finished. And then I moved on to Killer by Sarah Shepard, the 6th book in the Pretty Liar series. I was supposed to read this in June for the PLL group. Me and Jill from Slytherin Reader co-host. And yeah, I did not finish in June, so I had to finish it up in July. This was a reread and a review of Losing Hope and Hopeless, which is a duology, and this book on my channel. And then I read Crank by Ellen Hopkins, but I'm thinking of just doing a duology review, so if you'd rather have a duology review, let me know. I think that might be easier. Or not duology, trilogy review, because there's 3 books in the series. But I read this and it didn't take me long at all. It really got me out of my reading slump because it was so fast reading it that it got me back into the reading mojo. And then I'm currently reading Heartless by Sarah Shepard, the 7th book in the Pretty Liar series. I'm currently on page 172, so I have about 100-ish pages left of the book. But I'm finishing this for sure tonight, so I'll be finished within the July parameters for the PLL read-along. And yes, that's everything I read, so 4 books, not too bad, but for reading some, I'll take it. And I'm also almost finished my goal, so it doesn't really matter. So now it's time for my August TBR. I'm picking books I'm reading around booktubeathon. So my booktubeathon TBR will be tomorrow, so these are books I'm going to read not in the TBR for the booktubeathon. So anyway, the first book is Crazy Rich Asians by Kevin Kwan. The sequel came out, I believe, late June or early July, and it's gotten a lot of good buzz, so I want to get in and start reading the first book because I've heard really good things about the novel. The next book is Me Before You by Jojo Moyes. The sequel comes out in September, so it's ample time to read in August, and I'm really feeling like a contemporary book. I heard this one is very heavy and got people very emotional and upset, and they just went through the feels, so I really want to read it and see for myself. Also, sorry if the light's changing. I don't know what's going on outside. Just going crazy. Then I want to read What I Thought Was True, which has a hair on it right now. Move. Okay, there we go. What I Thought Was True by Huntley Fitzpatrick. This is a very summery book, and it's a nice contemporary for the summer, so I thought, let's give it a whirl. The next book is Collateral by Ellen Hopkins. I also want to read this one because it's a nice, easy read, and it sounds very interesting, and I haven't really heard a lot about this, so I want to form my own opinion about it before I go shout out other people's opinions. And then the last thing I have on my TBR is the Bright Young Things trilogy. I'm just holding up the first book because it's just way more convenient for me to pull up the first book. But I really want to get to this trilogy. It's a shorter trilogy. This is by Anna Godberson, and I really loved her Luke series, so I really hope to get to this very, very soon because I finally have the whole trilogy. This TBR is subject to change. I really hope it doesn't because I have good books picked out, but, life goes. Anyway, let me know how many books you guys have left on your reading challenge. I'd be really interested in knowing that. And I want to thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys later. Bye.